Today I'm going to do a quick review of my 2 years journey with Syfe Equity 100 portfolio. First up, you can see how popular Syfe is, as there are 933 reviews on Sidley itself with an incredible 4.6 star ratings out of 5, right? So simply put, Syfe is a robo-advisor that helps you to dollar cost average your money, say $100 or $300 every month into your desired or customized portfolio. In this video, I'm going to dive into how much I've made versus what I've put in, the cost involved in this portfolio, and finally, do a comparison between Syfe versus the S&P 500 Index ETF. With that, let's get started. Here you can see how I've invested in Syfe's Core Equity 100 portfolio on January 2022, 2.5 years ago. But first, let's talk about what Syfe Equity 100 portfolio is and why I chose it in the first place. Core Equity 100 uses several broad-based ETFs, right, to provide international diversification across US, China, Europe, and other markets. So they collectively invest in over 3,500 stocks from the world's top companies. So these include companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Walmart, Alibaba, and much, much more. Alright, so if you come over to the Syfe's homepage, you can see that they have a lot of portfolios for you to choose from. So they have the growth part and the passive income part. Alright, so growth, they have the growth balance, core equity 100, which I'm invested in. Alright, and they also have the income plus and even the REIT plus. Okay, so I have chanced upon many YouTubers or even financial bloggers. They talk about how they invested in the REIT plus portfolio. Okay, so but for me, I'm invested in this core equity 100. The reason is very simple. So I like it to be very diversified. And if you look at their ETFs, they are vested in over 15 ETFs, right? That is spread all over the world. So first one is the QQQ, S&P 500. They have the emerging markets, the China again, China ETF, right, and all that. So basically, when I'm invested in this single portfolio, I'm getting access to the worst stocks itself. But if you look at the top 10 stocks, it's still predominantly US lah, but of a lower weightage. So you have Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, and even Tencent's holdings inside the top 10 stocks. And talking about okay, if you compare the different portfolios, right? So core equity 100, right, is of a high risk rating, but the annualized returns, okay, over the past 8 years has been 11%. So it has, outperformed the other portfolios and is 100% allocated to equities, okay, with a long investment horizon. Okay, coming back to the portfolio performance, you can see I've invested $200 every month for 2 years until December 2023. So I've like stopped since then, right? But I've made around 18% returns thus far. And comparing it to the S&P 500 index, it is offering a 21% returns during the same period, so far outpacing the Syfe Equity 100 portfolio. And the reason? Different weightage of the stocks involved. So now you can see that, for example, okay, Microsoft contributes 7% to the S&P 500 ETF, whereas it has only 3.55% weightage in the Syfe portfolio. More strikingly, 6.7% is allocated to Nvidia in the S&P 500 ETF versus 2.3% in Syfe. In essence, Syfe offers lower returns due to the lower emphasis, right, on the big market cap winners. But they make it up with more diversification with over 1,000 stocks in the portfolio. And 10 years wise, they also perform quite similarly to, when you compare it side by side. So 170% plus for both. And if you have enjoyed this video thus far, I will greatly appreciate it if you can help me to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell so you get notified every time I release another stock analysis video. Of course, we also have to take into account the costs involved. When it comes to cost, Syfe charges a management fee ranging from 0.25% to 0.65% per year, depending on your total assets with them. For my investments, the annual fee was 0.65%, which comes up to around $3 plus management fees every month, which is pretty expensive, I would say. Because when I compare it to another low cost brokerage like MooMoo, I'm only paying a US dollar $1.30 for every US trade, okay, or around $1.80 Sing dollars. On top of that, it's now really easy to get started via a regular savings plan or RSP, right? When you invest in the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, ticker symbol VOO, for just a minimum 10 US dollars every single month. Speaking of which, I want to share about MooMoo as it is one of the best low-cost brokerage in Singapore. Whether it is zero commission for buying US or Singapore stocks, super user-friendly platform, and a huge range of investment vehicles for you to choose from, like stocks, ETFs, options, and even bonds, MooMoo has everything for you. Plus, they even offer a generous sign-up bonus up to $970, which includes a top 5 traded stock bundle, one Apple share, and a 6.8% guaranteed returns from their Cash Plus promotion. So why wait? Click on the link here or in the description box down below to open your Momo account today and start taking advantage of all these incredible benefits. So coming back to the video, here comes the big question. Is Syfe Equity 100 worth it? So there are four main factors I will consider whether I will switch over to the S&P 500 index ETF or not. So firstly, the returns. Of course, the obvious is the returns, right? So S&P 500 ETF beats Syfe across multiple time periods, be it since inception, 2 years time period, or 10 years. Okay, 10 years is like a back tested lah. Okay, so it's a tick for S&P 500. Next up is the cost involved. So pretty clear winner here because I'm paying Momo $1.80 Sing dollars versus a $3 plus okay management fee, which is 0.65% from Syfe, which will continue to increase as my assets size grows. On the other hand, for the platform itself, although both of them are user friendly and intuitive, Syfe allows me to separate my four portfolios inside me, my wife, and my two kids. So this is a big draw for me, all right, or at least for me and my wife, so that we have a very clear understanding of how well maybe my kid portfolio is performing or how just things are going at a single point in time. And last but not least, right, diversification is where Syfe stands out given how it has invested in multiple ETFs and over 1,500 stocks. So I do feel that the emerging market and China will rebound in future as well. So the performance may pick up in the near term. And hence, looking at the whole picture, I will probably stick to Syfe for the time being and do another review perhaps next year. Before we end off, if you find the video helpful, I would appreciate it if you can help me to tap the like button and share the video so more people get to know about this video. Next up, don't forget to check out this video over here if you have another few minutes to spare. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching and ciao.